Hello friends and family, and welcome back to the final day of the 2023 Portland Open presented by Latitude 64. This coverage is brought to you by Ace Run Pro, and this is the FPO Chase Card. We are out here at Glendoveer in Portland, Oregon. My name is Holly Finley.
And I'm Connor O'Reilly, and we are super excited to bring you guys this final round. We saw a cut after round 3 at this Elite Plus event. And with the cream of the crop playing the course today, we saw it play 3.35 strokes easier when the wind was up quite a bit compared to Saturday. So these players are here to play some good golf and show the fans what they got.
On this FPO Chase Card today, we have Ella Hansen, known for her incredible distance, both backhand and forehand. You've seen her all week, multi-time world champion Paige Pierce, and previous Portland Open winner
Ohn Scoggins back on the card, sure to drop some big putts for us and flex those lines around the course all day. And Emily Beach going to be 4th on the card, powerful left-hand backhand player. It'll be interesting to see some different shapes out of the left-hand player.
Here we are on hole 1, a 590-foot par 4. Got an Anheuser turnover or a right-hand sidearm off the tee. That golf green OB. The sand trap, it plays as a hazard. The out of bounds is indicated by the white stakes and white line wraps all the way around both sides and the back of the basket. You can get a 3 here, but that's going to take 2 really perfect shots. A lot of the ladies are just looking to play this for par.
Up first on the tee, sponsored by Discmania, your 2022 Canadian National Champion, out of Seattle, Washington, Ella Hansen!
Round 3, hole 1 played as the hardest hole in the course at 0.83 strokes. And with this cut line and the cream of the crop being there, we only saw it play at 0.13 over par today. Only the second hardest hole on the course, as the majority of the course played under par.
Ella Hansen sneaks right over that sand hazard.
Up next on the tee,
She's safe.
out of Pensacola, Florida, sponsored by Discraft Discs. With 152 career wins under her belt, including 5 world championships, put your hands together for Paige Pierce!
We've seen flashes all week from Paige of the greatness we know she can display, but a couple mistakes just been sprinkled throughout. Ooh, slithers out of the bunker there.
Did you see that? She actually hit in the hazard and then popped out.
But she can keep it clean.
Grip equipment, Zuka carts, and Helix. Let's give it up from Los Angeles, California, your reigning Masters champion, Ohn Scoggins.
Ohn Scoggins, a consistent podium finisher throughout last season and this one. Looking to chase down her first big elite win on the Pro Tour. She opts for that sidearm we know her so well for off the tee.
Ooh.
And slips into the sand hazard. That's going to cost her a penalty stroke.
Out of Neneka, Oklahoma, your 2023 Skybreed Discs Open champion, sponsored by Innova Champion Discs. Give it up to Emily Beach.
This sets up nicely for Emily, being a lefty.
Yeah, this has to be a extremely lefty-friendly hole. And just you can throw a hyzer shape twice. Comes in nicely to the green as well.
Emily was promoted up a team level on Innova this year for her performance last year. This is Ohn's second shot.
Really trusting that flex angle out over the out of bounds and skips back inside the circle. What a shot from Ohn. It's a testy putt though, straight downhill from the long side where she's looking.
And Paige has pretty much a straight shot right at the basket. She lands on the high side.
Looks like she slid just inside the circle, but the tower kind of blocked our view there, so not sure exactly how close. Excited to watch Ella throw today. We know about her combo forehand backhand game, and power goes a long way out at Glendoveer. We know she has plenty of it. Yeah, Emily needed to flatten up on that shot a little more than she did. That's almost an unrunnable putt. Let's see if she gives it a bid. Yeah, just lays that one up.
Paige Pierce decides she doesn't want to risk that putt, so she pitches it to the base of the tower. She'll have a drop in par.
Did not slide into that circle, just stuck on the ground where she hit. And if Paige is laying up, you know it's a scary putt.
Wow, Ella with the birdie stepper.
Just the gentlest stepper you ever saw,
Isn't
right?
it though? Run back on hole 1. Sponsored by Flight Factory.
Basket.
Very forgiving stepper putt.
Yeah, great pace on it.
Ohn Scoggins for birdie. Boom. Wait, for par?
Yeah, she had the hazard stroke off the tee,
Oh, my brain eliminated
3 strokes,
that.
3 throws. So, you know,
It was such a good upshot.
not a bad start regardless. She had to throw a nervy upshot and make a nervy putt to start the round, so that's a good omen for the rest of the track in terms of how she's feeling. She's feeling warm, she's feeling good, locked in.
Ella Hansen with the solo birdie here on the first.
Hole 2, 315 feet. You can play the wide shot that the drone is flying, or you can go to the right side of that big tree trunk if you like the forehand. Emily might also like that depending on the disc selection she's going with, but if you want to take the wide shot, you really got to play it pretty high and get a lot of carry. We were seeing right to left headwind here today, I believe, so not going to be the best for that outside shot unless you put a lot of height underneath it. Oh, wind's looking pretty calm right now.
Ella taking the inside route with a forehand.
Oh.
She has landed just short of that sand trap, and she'll have a putt for birdie.
Usually just putting it a little bit too high is the mistake that finds you in the bunker, but fortunately for her, just a little bit short.
Paige going outside turnover line.
We saw her go inside yesterday, making the adjustment today, just giving herself a long look instead of trying to park it, and she has a good chance there. Runnable putt, but she does have the hazard looming somewhere in the back.
Ohn with a low flex line through the middle gap.
Wow, what a skip.
Skips up into the bullseye.
You almost never see skips of that magnitude in this grass, but Ohn just found the right spot and gets rewarded with the park job. Good shot,
Emily,
Ohn.
wow. High spike hyzer outside the tree. And she's got about a 55-foot putt for birdie.
Being a left-handed player, her putt miss will bring her towards the hazard, but if she gets it flat out of the hand, it shouldn't really be a worry.
Oh, that was solid looking.
Yeah, off the top, that's a good bid. Another stepper for Ella. A little bit shy on that one. If she could have got 2 of those going in a row, that would have been a really good start for her and a huge confidence boost.
Paige Pierce for birdie. And she's putting right at that sand. It might have made her just be a little more timid with that putting stroke.
Yeah, definitely lack of commitment on that one. Maybe for Paige it's easier to do that than to commit to 2 layups in a row, so kind of half lays up. Ohn tapping in the birdie, getting the rightful applause. Here we see Ohn and Ella, only 2 birdies so far through 2 holes.
Here we are on hole 3, a 285-foot par 3. Got a couple of different ways to attack this hole. As a right-handed player, I like a gentle flex line. Go through this wide gap here on the right side and have the disc hyzer back left at or behind those trees to the right of the basket. If you can use those as a visual and at least get to that cluster of trees, you'll have yourself a circle putt. Ohn Scoggins up first. Flex Destroyer through the center gap. And she is again inside the bullseye with the drop-in birdie. Yeah, we need to run that back. Check it out.
Touch of flex, trusting the disc to fight its way back to flat. And she finds herself inside the bullseye once again, coming out swinging. Ella going to the forehand flex, but does not commit to the angle that she needs. Paige goes back to that straight passion, but just a little bit too far to the right. Gonna be an obstructed long look there.
Emily goes through the middle gap and catches some foliage on the way there. She'll have a long look at it.
Simple chip up for Paige.
And Emily gives it a jumper, and she's just outside the bullseye for par. Her putt is so gentle.
Yeah, it really is. It looked like maybe she was blind to that one there, so just had to kind of try to pick an angle and find the right pace. There's some big tree trunks out here, and it's not uncommon to have at least 1 or 2 putts throughout the round where you can't actually see the basket from your lie. You just have to kind of try to do some geometry. Waiting a solid 4 minutes or so for the card weights to play out the hole and tapping in her birdie.
2 in a row for Scoggins. Hot start.
Hole 4 is another par 3. This one in the 320-foot range. Couple options here. You'll see forehands, maybe a quick flipping roller or turnover on the left side, but you'll probably see mostly flat backhands down the right side, trying to give it kind of medium height and really just finish straight. This tree really blocks the park job for the most part, so Put yourself somewhere up there in the shade and take a putt at it.
Ohn up first after 2 birdies on the previous 2 holes. She opts for that lightweight destroyer again.
Oh, this looks like it's got it.
Baby flex. And she is right up there putting for birdie. Ella lining up this outside power hyzer line that takes a bit more distance.
Ooh, she hits the dirt patch skip though. Well played.
She lands a little closer than Ohn.
See if Paige can find the dry skip as well, or if the grass is going to gobble her up. Ooh, she gets to the next dirt patch and almost ramps it in the bucket.
How long do you think the hole is if you take the outside wide hyzer?
Power-wise, it probably bumps you up into that 375, 380 range.
That's what I was thinking,
I'd say.
380.
Definitely adds some distance to it.
And Emily is up in the circle as well.
Yeah, she made that one look simple, just smooth, strong backhand.
Scoggins for turkey. Count it.
Wow. Low right, grabs everything it needs and stays. All smiles from Ohn. Then you saw it, back to the game face.
And Ella pulls that one a little right, hits the cage, and unfortunately rolls back to the circle's edge. Tester comeback par putt for her. No big deal. Very impressive.
Her putt just looks so effortless.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Emily Beach for birdie. Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely more airspace for the left-hand shot, but another shot that probably adds a little bit of distance.
Paige Pierce capturing a birdie as well here on the 4th. Hole 5, one of my favorite holes here on this course, a par 5, 910-foot downhill shot. Send your drive as far as you can. Most of the ladies are landing a little short of this sand bunker. Second shot is going to go through these trees on the right side, landing somewhere in that corner. That'll give you a short 250 to 150 approach into the green, hopefully getting yourself a birdie 4.
Don't you wish they just had some like paragliders up here at the top for us to take down to the bottom after we throw our tee shots?
Ohn Scoggins pulls her destroyer on an anti-angle, but it is flexing back.
Wow.
And she's over there on the side. She's on the path.
She got squeaky through all the branches there.
She has a James Conrad run-up if she wants it.
Run-ups for days. Paige centers it up, gets a nice little drift on this. That's a great looking shot. She is in a range to where I could see her trying to go across and maybe ring up an eagle here.
Absolutely.
She'll have a straight shot or maybe some kind of force flex into the green. Emily's just gonna fade. Can it get held up before it finds it out of bounds over there? If she has a clean swing, that actually could be a really good spot. Just swinging it over the out of bounds, nothing in the way really though.
Hansen put a move on one.
Yeah, look like a conservative.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen anybody make it past the sand bunkers.
That's literally where my drive was today.
Hansen. Ooh!
That's the same spot I threw it today.
Ella
Dang,
Hansen. All right, Ohn Scoggins' second shot. And she's just playing for that safe layup I mentioned. Most of the ladies are landing somewhere in this cluster of trees.
That's going to be an unfortunate lie, but with her forehand prowess, let's see if she can figure something out.
Emily also opting for that tree
no.
area. No, girls, no, that's
not this place you want to hang out together. You know, it's good when you got the cluster in the fairway.
in the middle of the tree, not up against it. All right.
Paige feeling the wind.
Is she doing it?
She's looking for it. A lot of speed in that run up. Oh, she's getting on it. Come on. Didn't hold. And winds up just
right into the drink. She was close. If it would have had the Annie angle and then flexed back, it would have been there. So Paige is out of bounds. She'll progress a fair amount of ways up the fairway.
Ella looks to be eyeing this up as well.
She sent it.
Great angle here, but can it get down in time?
Oh, out of bounds long. The problems I've never had.
Ella having MPO problems on this one. Wow. Impressive stuff.
All right, Emily is going across as well, and she is safe. She didn't really look like she was at a good angle to get it, up there for a reasonable putt. Ohn is in a bit of a challenging area, similar to Emily. Oh, I feel like she pulled that.
Uh-oh. Ohn loves that disc. We better get that thing out quick. Come on.
Ohn threw hers in the same water as Paige Pierce. Oh, look, it's on the edge.
Oh, nice. Good. I still have a disc in there from Tuesday's practice, and I don't know how it hasn't come back. It's sad. Paige lays up. This little mounted green can be a tricky one to half commit on, so you got to really make a choice here.
Ohn lays up as well.
Okay, Elisa, I'm not gonna last with this.
It's always good when you think you've lost your disc and then it's peeking out of the edge or floating and you can rescue it. So Ella went out of bounds on her second shot, so that'll be 1, 2, 3. This is Ella's still putting for birdie, even though she went out of bounds.
What a luxury. She going with the hyzer layup because of the wind, maybe?
I think that tree was killing her vibe. Did you see how thick it was?
Trying to come in with Anheuser on a touchy slope like that.
Oh, Emily.
Yeah, she just missed that one, hung it outside.
I hate that. All right, Paige gets a par here on the 5th after going out of bounds. And Ella will take a par as well. And Emily with an unfortunate bogey after missing that shorty. Those are the ones that hurt your feelers the worst.
Yeah, it looks like that wind's starting to pick up now. Definitely was pretty strong as the afternoon went on, so let's see how it affects these players. Hole 6 is a par 3, plays down the hill gently at 290 feet. Gonna be one that these players won't really need anything faster than a fairway driver on, depending on the line they're looking for. Except for I'm sure we'll see Ohn go with that destroyer like usual. We saw her park it yesterday. Outside left side seems to be the most taken gap, and with the forehands we have on this card and the left-hand player and Emily, I feel like we'll see all 4 players take the left. Paige stretching out, getting ready to throw first forehand tee shot of the round. That looks great. Nice and gentle, not trying to overdo it, letting the disc do the work, gives herself an opportunity.
Ella pulls that one a bit to the left, hits a tree, and only progresses about 30% down the fairway.
Yeah, I feel like she just needed to slow the feet down a little bit on that shot. With her power, she doesn't need too much on the swing here. Just needs to make sure she hits the gap.
And that grass, it's too thick. Ohn got 0 skip, 45-foot birdie putt for her.
She used her one thick grass skip earlier, so she's got to wait till it respawns.
The respawn rate is very slow on this one.
Maybe 1 per 9 if you have world championships to your name, or masters championships.
Exactly. Emily's outside the circle putting for birdie, and this is Ella's second shot.
Oh no, slips and kind of steps on her disc a little bit, but definitely an unegregious error, so no one on the card says anything. Don't think she got any advantage from it.
Scoggins for birdie.
So close, and that right to left wind just doesn't get the little bit of lift maybe she was expecting to happen.
Emily Beach gives her birdie putt a run, but no connection on that one.
Paige closest drive of the group with that forehand she's been starting to use, and stripes that putt dead center.
Emily will walk away with a par.
Ella pars as well. I'm sure it's a hole that she's ready to forget and move on from.
And Ohn will take a par here as well here on the 6th. Paige with the only birdie from that forehand. I like it.
2 holes playing down the hill now. Heading back up.
Hole 7, 450 foot, a par 4. Uphill, you've got this Mando on the right side. Disc must pass to the left of it. Off the tee, I've seen a lot of players try to throw too hard and pull their disc over to the right. Sometimes it can open up a better angle to attack the green, but really if you can get to the top of the hill, that's a primo location on your drive. Second shot should come between these trees to give you the shortest distance into the green. Paige Pierce up first.
We saw it tied for the easiest hole on the course today at a half stroke under. Let's see if this chase card can get our first diamond frame of the round. Looks great out of Ella. Good height on it. She might even have sight of the basket from there. Even if you know the distance of a shot and you know where the basket is, just having that sight line, being able to use your depth perception and create the visual, just it's always an advantage.
Everyone makes it through the gap in a position to attack the green, try to get up there with another long shot.
Okay, I thought the disc in front was Ohn's. I was like, she's about to use a big old run up. That's not like her, but masterfully uses a short run up to not let the hill affect her too much and leaves herself a long look. Definitely well within her range. I think Ohn probably putts like 57% from that range.
Looked like Emily was thinking about an uphill run up, decided against it, and opted for a standstill. She hits the gap perfectly, and she'll have a 45-foot putt for birdie.
Paige looks to be in a very good spot. Maybe a zone hyzer coming in.
In the circle.
Ella up here towards the top of the hill. Just going to be a short chip shot for her.
Nice skippage on that using a premium plastic. Emily's long look for birdie. Oh, right under it.
Yeah, as we see throughout this course, when you're playing parallel to these tree lines, you find parts of grass that are a little more of the natural grass, a little skippier. You can expect some more ground play. Ohn putting on a show for the people as usual. Wow. High right. Gets it to stick. Little fist pump. Well, Paige thought she airballed, so I guess on the bright side, she was a little more dialed than she thought, but definitely a short stroke that she cannot let slip if she wants to try to chase that leader and put some pressure on the podium.
Ella Hansen getting a birdie here on hole 7. And Emily Beach settling for a drop-in par.
At this point, no one's shooting super hot, so I think at this point, trying to just position yourself for a podium is probably going to be the best bet for all these chase card ladies. And hole 8, another big downhill shot at 615 feet. As long as you get a decent amount of the way down this hole, and even if you hit this overhanging branch here, you will have a good visual on the basket and not too long or difficult of an approach in. It's a hole that you really want to give yourself a birdie look on. Feels like a par is a mistake on this one. Ella opts for the low route, a little more of a low risk play, just getting herself down there.
Ohn taking this unique route we saw yesterday. She landed in a great position and then it was completely open to the basket.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can kind of play forehand chip over here, and as long as you're not on the trunk of a tree, it's a very good spot to be over there. Paige yanks it right and gets the clean flight through the tree. That is some champ love if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, she impressed herself.
Emily looks to be aiming down the center, not going for that wide gap. Playing a stand-up hyzer. If this drifts left the whole flight, oh, almost found that skinny gap and got way down there.
Emily's second shot, she probably has about 300 into the green.
Another standstill there, finds herself inside circle 1. Not sure if that trunk is impeding her line to the basket at all.
Ella's second shot from about 280.
Looks to be one of those razor claw tactics and good ground play.
Right outside the bullseye. Scoggins opting for a standstill forehand. She's kind of pinched up against the tree. Oh, no problemo. 15-footer.
Yeah, really just that one tree trunk to beat on that side, and even if you do catch the low-hanging branches of the guardian tree, you're inside a circle. Paige maybe a little shorter than she'd want to be on that upshot, but very makeable putt, and maybe can find some rhythm after the last miss.
Emily's putt falls out of the right side. I hate to let that one slip away. Paige smashes that one. Nice center.
Yeah, that was a little heat check there. She's like, okay, I need to make sure I commit on this one, and really came in with some pace.
Hansen with a birdie. And Ohn Scoggins with her 5th birdie here on the front 9.
She's leading the card currently. Paige and Ella are clean with their 3 downs, but they've definitely left a few strokes on the table with their skill sets. Emily just hasn't quite got it going yet today.
Hole 9, a par 4, 595 feet. Off the tee, you have some options for your positioning. If you can hyzer left, it really opens it up. You can also just land right here in the center, but again, that's going to give you some choices on how you need to shape your upshot to get up there for a birdie putt. Some dangers to look out for are the sand hazard on the way into the green, as well as a low ceiling off of the tee. Ella Hansen up first. She's taking that hyzer line I've seen a lot of the girls take just to get more out into the open, but I think she gets caught up on the tree branch and knocks down a little short.
Oh, looking to flex back into the center there. Once again, find yourself precariously behind a tree. It's been a theme of her round, but she's been working through it pretty nicely.
Paige powers through. She's on that open left side. A bit short, got caught up on the way there.
Like if Emily can get this to turn at all. Oh, and finds the dry skip. Yeah, that's going to be a great spot for her. Longest drive on the card.
Emily is one of the power players on tour. Can easily throw 450.
Oh, get up or down or something.
Oh,
yes.
Right in front of a sand hazard. Ella should be able to play for an easy par from there. And from Paige's position, this is her second shot. A nice hyzer will get her right into the green putting for birdie.
It's one of those holes that you put it on flat ground in the approach here. It's probably so routine, but just that uphill run up throws your timing just a bit. And it can make it play a little bit trickier than it seems like on paper. Good thing we don't play on paper. Probably be slippery.
Yeah. That was a good one. Ohn's up there right outside the circle. She's going to have a birdie putt. First opportunity of the group for birdie. And Emily with the longest drive of them all.
She commits and gets what she needs, but she will have that bush. You saw Missy make a putt from there.
Bush don't bother
Day
her.
one.
Bush don't bother Emily. Ella Hansen's. Oh, I thought that was going to go in for a second.
Yeah, it looked like she was definitely trying to give it a spike line and maybe give it a chance. Got her bag set up in the rainbow. Paige was definitely trying to bid that one, you could see.
Beautiful touch on that and accuracy right between the bushes. Scoggins for birdie from 40.
Will she just fire it under the branches or over?
In the chains! Birdie 3 on hole 9 for Ohn Scoggins and another run back.
The human highlight reel continuing to produce all season. Busting out the backyard putt, scoring another birdie, and she just put down a 5 down front 9 with a bogey.
Big smiles, big smiles.
I want to get carded up with Ohn Scoggins one day. Seems like a fun time.
Yes, Emily Beach. Bush doesn't bother her.
That bush has been defeated both times. Let's go, ladies. A little bit of wind on this putt for Ella. Let's see if she cleans it in there. Yeah, it's going to be a tough bogey to swallow there.
Par for Paige Pierce. Man, what a front 9. Ohn Scoggins with 6 birdies and only 1 bogey, leaving her with 5 down. Paige Pierce coming in at 3 under, Ella at 2 under. Man, let's take a look at the overall leaderboard, these top 10 ladies.
We see Ohn leading that chase card charge, but still not creeping into that podium yet. See if a clean back 9 can maybe give her a chance. Only 2 back of Juliana and Cy, but Kristen definitely pulling ahead right now.
Hope you guys tune in for the last 9 holes of the first Elite Plus event. What a week we've had here in Portland, Oregon. And this is one of my favorite places on tour. I've been visiting it for 10 years.
I wish we could be here a little bit longer, Holly, you know?
Me too. 3 weeks isn't long enough.
Disc Golf Pro Tour give us extra off week on the West Coast next season, please and thank you.
If you guys would like to support Connor and I, we would appreciate that. Links are in the description. We have tour series. Just check out our socials. We'll hang out with you on the back nine.